Hi everybody, welcome to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show, and tonight I'm doing it all alone. I've got no one here with me. The flu's hit our crew pretty bad, and for one reason or another we've been very busy this weekend bringing you the big special, which the TV guide might have said is on tonight, but it's actually on next week. So I hope you'll tune in next week, all those of you who really like to see motorbikes. We talked to Mike Metzger and a couple of the guys who were involved in the Krusty Demons tapes, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have seen that. It was a fantastic day, fantastic night there at the Respect Yourself Supercross, and we're going to be bringing you lots of highlights. So hopefully Tony's putting some footage over now, let you know a little bit about what's going to be happening next week. So anyone involved in the BMX bikes where they did some great stunts, you're going to see something that's only ever been attempted once before in the world, and the young fella you're going to see did a great job down there. We talked to some of the guys from, as I say, Krusty Demons, and a lot of great Australian talent out there riding their motorbikes, and quads, also the four-wheel motorbike. So big event next week, 2-hour special here on Balls and All. Now, as we always say, let's get the balls and all rolling, don't we, Debbie? Don't we, Wayne? James, Justin, nobody's here, it's all me. So, okay, look, we're right outside Edith, Cowan University here in Mount Lawley. Beautiful park. And one thing about living in the greatest city in the world is even in wintertime, sometimes we get the most beautiful days as we have today. Okay, well, we're going to get it all happening. And as you remember, in the last couple of weeks you've been watching, Wayne went to a physical trainer, and he went through the process with him, and tonight we're going to be showing you the final part of that. So what we want to do is get straight into that story and let you have a look.
I must admit, I am loving this class. Mark sets it up very well. Now, Mark, I just want to find out a little bit more about those sticks there. Now, are they because you're pissed off with the way I'm training, or what are those sticks actually for there, Mark?
No, you're doing a great job, Wayne. The sticks is something else that I put in for my self-defense part of the training. Nowadays, with all these unfortunate home invasions and thugs with no brains out there, okay, I want to even the score up a little bit. A lot of people, they hear someone breaking into their car, they go out and they go out unarmed against multiple attackers with possibly screwdrivers or who knows what. And all I'm doing is I'm not advocating using a weapon. I'm just showing you an option that you can use for self-defense, protecting your home and family.
So let's have a look at this, and I'm going to step out of the way so I can survive. Yes, those. If you notice his movements with the sticks, they look similar to, say, samurai swordsmen. Maybe, Mark, if there's any similarities, maybe you could explain that a bit.
Yeah, that's right, Wayne. The sticks are actually a Filipino art, but most of the moves are all pre-choreographed from the samurai sword. So if you can use one of these, you can actually use a sword. Not that we need one to use one nowadays.
Yeah, that's right. We don't need any more Jeffrey Dahmer school of refrigerator foodstuffs. We don't need that. But anyway, if you could just basically show us how, say, your average Joe Blogs / Wayne could use those sticks. I've got a few people who use them on. No, just kidding. You don't actually have to be in the gym, and he's absolutely correct, because this class is the answer probably for you. Now, we also Mark wanted to let you know that if you do want to catch up with Mark, it's usually at the Morley Recreation Center and
Western Fitness, so either or place. Yep.
Okay, then. Well, definitely catch up with this young man if you want a good workout. I mean, you get worked out. I'm stuffed now. So we just want to thank you, Mark, and wish you every success with this program. It's a very worthwhile one, by the way.
My pleasure, Wayne. It's a pleasure training a top athlete like yourself.
Thanks a lot, and your check's in the mail. Now, yes, I mean, I know this is a heck of a way to end this segment, but I just want to let everybody know that this class is a good class, and a lot of people have wanted to see me in pain, so you're going to be loving this episode, aren't you? This is Wayne Simmons with Marco Regan, and we've had fun today. And remember, if you want to be involved with personal fitness, you can contact Mark on these numbers that will be across the screen. And Mark, those numbers are?
0401 032 606.
All right, so everybody do have a nice evening, and I'm just going to continue to suffer. Thank you.
Okay, let's go, mate. Walk it out. Keep your back nice and straight.
Yeah, big thank you to Mark. They're teaching Wayne a little bit about fitness, and if you want to get in touch, remember there are fitness trainers all over Perth, and obviously if that's what you want to get into, just a bit of an insight to what goes on during one of their sessions. And it went so long we actually broke it into 3 parts, as you know. Okay, well, we also James went down recently to the Baldivis water ski park, and we spoke to a bunch of the guys down there, and a couple of West Australian legends, or a couple of guys doing a fantastic job for West Australia in the art of ski jumping at Cable's Water Ski down there, and they looked after us well down there. So let's take a look at that story.
Hello, I'm James from Balls and All, and I'm down here at Cable's Water Ski Park speaking to Shane Bell. How you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
Yeah, and Matt Rear.
How are you?
Good, mate. Now, you got your number 2, I believe, are you?
Yeah, 2 in Australia for my junior division.
Yeah. And how long have you been water skiing?
For about a year and a half now, wakeboarding, water skiing for about 3 years now.
Yeah. And what got you into it?
Just my brother started doing it, and I just followed him. Yeah. So, yeah.
Great. And your number 1, what got you into it?
I've been skiing down here since I was 12 years old, and about 4 or 5 years ago I got into wakeboarding and won the Australian title a couple of months ago.
Yeah. And do you guys compete all around Australia?
Yeah, we compete all around Australia. We have a pro tour that comes down here 4 times a year, and then we head over east and do the pro tour over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it pretty competitive against the people in the eastern states?
Yeah, the eastern states guys are they get into it a fair bit over there, so we compete all right with them, but yeah, I did all right to win.
Okay. Now, how does the scoring work?
Virtually you have 2 passes around the lake, judge it on how well you ski, how high you go, how well you perform your tricks, just all elements of wakeboarding.
Yeah. And is it hard to learn all the tricks?
Yeah, it takes a fair while, lots of practice down here. You know, just about every afternoon we come down and practice.
Really?
Yeah. Matt helps me out a lot with my wakeboarding.
Yeah. Okay, now I notice you got 2 different types of boards. Does a board give you a better advantage, so a good board to a standard board?
Yeah, these are probably top of the range at the moment.
Yeah.
You can see mine's a lot longer than Shane's because I'm a bigger person.
Okay, so that works like that.
Yeah, it's a bit fatter here. And you've got your rails down the side that grip to the water. This is just a new design this year that they've just come out with.
Okay.
So yeah, if you can zoom in there, you can see the rails grip into the water.
Yeah.
And then your fins are probably your most important for your landing and stuff, for stability. Yeah, I got 2, 1 on each end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can see Shane's is a bit smaller, not as fat. And that's because he's much smaller rider, a bit easier to get off the water, stuff for a smaller guy.
Okay. And what other kind of things do you need? Do you need gloves or something to get into it?
Some people wear gloves, but just depends on the rider, I suppose. If they like wearing gloves, more comfortable.
Yeah.
Stop you getting blisters and stuff.
So what would be your basic thing if you're going out the water? You obviously need like a wetsuit or something?
Yeah, it depends how cold it is. A day like today we need a wetsuit.
Reason.
It's a bit, raining and stuff. Summer you just wear boardies and your life jacket. You need a life jacket. Yeah. So if you crash, you hurt yourself, then you'll float to the top. People can find you.
Okay, now you said you were number 2 in the juniors. When are you going to come into seniors?
Next year now. 14s and under I competed in the last in the nationals. 15s and over is the other division what I'll be going in.
That's awesome. Okay, have you got any other competitions coming up later on the year?
We have a few, just local comps, the state comps, fairly regularly, but once every 4 months, 3 months.
Yeah. You go over east, do you?
The state titles are held here. Yeah. Over east, there's a couple of other cable parks there for the nationals. Yeah. Hopefully next year we'll have the nationals here.
Yeah. That's great. What about you? Do you have any big competitions coming up later on this year?
No, not really. We've got a comp down here, and I'm going over the Gold Coast to compete next year. It's a lot bigger over there. Probably go to the US in January next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See how I go over there.
One good question I was going to ask is there a chance like you can make a career out of this, to where you can make something out of it, or is it just pretty much a love sport?
You could make a career out of it. You'd have to train every day, you know. And the guys that do make a career out of it have got a lot of money. Their parents sort of support them. So that's you can't. You'd have to sort of go on the dole to be the best in the world, you know.
Johnny Howard surf team.
That's it. Johnny Howard wakeboard team. That's the one.
That's it, mate. Yeah. Well, on behalf of Balls and All, I'd like to thank you guys a lot for going out there and giving it heaps, you know. Make sure you do well in the competitions this year, and we'll show you a bit of footage of the boys going out today on this cold day. So thanks a lot.
That's all right.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Well, Matty, I've seen you doing heaps of jumps out there. Is this part of the training, mate?
Sure is.
Oh, well, looks like we've got to fly. Thanks a lot to the guys down at Cable Water Ski here. It's been great, and I think we're going to fling up soon. So see you later.
Yeah, big thank you to everyone down at the Cables Water Ski, and that goes on all through the winter and the summer, and they have competitions going all the time. So they're down in Baldivis. Give them a call, or even just pop in and see them. A bunch of great people. They looked after us well while we were there, and as you see, there's that giant slingshot. And I know we certainly would have liked to put a few of our reporters in that without the seat belts on, just to send them off. But hi Wayne, how you going? But anyway, we're going to be taking a break, and we'll be back with more right after this break. Hey everybody, welcome back to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show, and tonight we got tons of stories on, and let's get straight into another one. Recently our editor, Tony's brother, his name is Martin, plays in what's supposed to be a friendly soccer team. I'll tell you what, if that's friendly, you can kind of understand what goes on over in England and Europe with all the carry-on over there, because we've seen all kinds of things. One guy even mooned the referee and got sent off. It was quite a lot of fun down there watching these guys. Anyway, have a look at the story. Hi everybody, here we are down at Ashfield Oval. We've done lots of stories from here. We've seen an exciting soccer game just happen here between some guys from Northam and some guys from the Sheridan in Perth. It's a bit of a fun league, supposable, but you wouldn't know it to have watched it. I'm talking to Tim. Hi Tim.
How's it going?
And I'm talking to the coach here, Ben. Hi Ben.
Hi.
And I'm talking to one of the star players here, Mr. Superman. We all know him as Lester. Hi, Lester.
How you doing?
Now, tell us how obviously you guys are victorious. Pretty happy?
Yeah, it's great victory for all the team. Great teamwork.
Now, as the coach, obviously you put all your strategy together. How'd they all come out?
Kind of a mix, because we've got players like come from footy, rugby, and soccer. We got some good players, so we got to make a mix, and everyone have to change, and we change the strategy every time. That's good.
What's the accent? France?
Yep.
Hey, girls?
He's a man. He needs to be married to stay in Australia.
Now, what position did you play, Tim?
Right back. Yeah.
Right back?
Yeah.
I'm usually right out, but that's because I'm the coach. I'm the coach as well, but you were out there playing today.
Yeah, I'm a coach player, yeah.
Now, how did you go there today?
I had a reasonably alright game. Well, I scored the goal, I suppose. So yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game, definitely, and the game we had to win, and we won.
Now, this is the team who was actually top place.
This is the top of the ladder team. Yeah, it's a game we've been training to win. Yeah.
So it's always nice to win that, and something too with soccer. I don't know if it goes hand in hand also with gridiron. Nobody likes referees. We've seen that today.
Absolutely, nobody likes them at all. I mean, it's a hard job.
They're just a different kind of person, or what?
I think they just go on there and go out the way to make all the players upset.
They were tattletales when they were kids and stuff like that?
They were the losers in the corner sucking their thumbs, man. That's what they were.
And you even had a bit of a heckling crowd behind and all that kind of stuff. Almost like, it's kind of like a mini Perth Glory, really.
Absolutely.
International.
It's a very international, interracial team as well.
Our crowd is growing week to week, so
we've got the biggest audience here so far, and we're going to try to build it up week by week. Performances like this, no problem at all.
After they hear his accent, of course, there's going to be lots of girls coming down from now.
Yeah, my fan club growing up actually.
What do you guys keep moving back for? Keep moving back. Okay, so what was the final score?
4-3.
4-3. Now this really is a fun league where you guys play what other companies, or what's the deal?
Hotels, other companies, just people who actually put up a team. Really,
It's primarily social, so people can play if they form a team, simple as that. But we're sharing a hotel and we're proud of it.
Now we know that we've done a story recently with the hippie club. They did volleyball, and they're now looking at doing soccer or whatever, but that was for all the backpackers. Do you guys get any of them involved?
Well, we have got a very international team. We've got Frenchmen, Mexicans, Italians, Englishmen, Germans, Indians. Well, we've got the full range. We've got a couple of Aussies, but they're the minority. So we like to think of ourselves as a team of nations.
very eloquently put, as my well-learned friend here says.
We're not the international stand, but we've got international players.
That's the best thing about being Australian. I mean, we are basically almost from all other countries, really, but we all are one people, you know.
Absolutely.
Now, what's the big key to getting out there? Obviously, you see that the team's pretty close, so I didn't see anyone actually grabbing each other's ass, which you normally see in soccer.
The game is won up here. Basically, we won that match because we psyched them out. They were playing it hard. We didn't come down to their game. We kept up playing our game, and then they lost their heads. They were mooning the referee. You get sent off for that in soccer. So we won the mental game. We won out on the pitch with our feet. Simple as that.
We've seen one guy get sent off with a red card because he mooned the referee.
Yep. Yeah, it's a social league, you know. We're all here to have fun, and everyone welcome. So just if you want to play, just come and play, but don't do that. That's stupid.
Yeah. The intensity is there, but we still got to keep it social primarily. You know, that's what we're here for. Everybody should have a good kick, have a bit of fun, and a beer, definitely a beer. Most important.
Well, sports is what it's supposed to be about. Now, at the end, no, I don't mean having a beer. I mean having fun, of course. But beer doesn't hurt anyway. Now, at the end of all this, because you're near the end of your season,
that's the midway point. So our last game of the season is going to be Northern away. So this is the turning point. So if you want to be there again for that, that'll be a rumble in the jungle.
I think I'll bring the gridiron gear for that one. Now, what's the phone number? Is there a number that someone can call if they actually say, look, we're XYZ company, we're the water board or whoever it may be. We want to put a team in. All right, we'll get the number. We'll put it. That's all right. And we'll put it on the. We'll put it on the bottom of the screen. So, what you want to say anything to your team?
No, well done, guys.
Well done.
Top performance, fully deserved that victory. Great stuff.
This is the man.
This is the manager. Your name's
Peter.
Peter. Now, do you know the number someone wants to call to get involved with all this?
With the soccer team?
Yeah, not just the team, with the whole league.
The whole league.
Oh, I haven't got the number.
It's 9?
9, yeah. 999 0055
0055 1800.
Spank me.
Charles Richards.
We can contact me at the Sheridan Perth Hotel
And you'll.
in the banquets department.
Well, we'll get the number and we'll put it on the bottom screen, as you see right here and now. And you guys see the number, don't you? I'll look down. There it is.
I'll hold the placard up.
Well, guys, we wish you all the best. Well done, and we'll keep seeing how you guys are progressing as time goes along.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah, that was pretty cool soccer game down there, and they have the supposable friendly games all over the area. So get in touch with them at the Soccer Association. Now, recently we also went down and spoke to a young fellow named Scott Suckling, who's involved with the bicycles and the speed, with the speed bikes and everything else, and he's going off to the world trials and everything else. Have a look at his story. Hi everybody, Moose here, and I'm in Morley at Bike Force. Push bikes all over the place, and since we've been doing this show, I tell you, we just can't get over how many great West Australian athletes we have here, and I hope we've shown you quite a few of them, and a lot of people with Olympic aspirations and state aspirations, and so many people we meet from time to time with titles, and the person I'm about to speak to is no different from all those, and his name is Scott Suckling. Hi Scott, how are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Good. Now, Scott, you're one of the push bike boys. Tell us about your sport here.
It's generally a pretty high speed sport, so we just, obviously the faster you can go, the more chance you have of winning. So it's a bit of a breakneck type of thing.
Yeah. Now, tell us, what kind of speeds do you guys get on at the? Are you mainly training at the speed dome?
That's been the source of most of my success, I guess. So, and as far as our speeds go, we kind of hit about 65 k's an hour type of stuff. So it's pretty quick.
Quite fantastic. Now, the bike we're looking at. Now, first of all, before we get onto the bike, tell us a little bit about some of the titles you're holding at the moment.
At the moment, I'm Australian 40-kilometre points race champion. We sprint every 2.5 k's until the finish, and I was happy and lucky enough to win that one. So that was in March this year, and in the past I've been Australian 20-kilometre champion as well. So it's I'm starting to build a few championships. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Fantastic. What age are you, by the way, Scott?
I'm 21.
With the bike, now this actually is your dad's bike what you got here. We don't actually have your bike. Now, tell us a little bit about the bike.
This one here is state of the art. It's virtually the best money you can buy. It's kind of an example of what most elite cyclists will ride. It's made from an aluminium main frame with carbon fibre in the rear, so the frame itself is probably worth about $5,000,
really?
and the whole bike at about probably $11,000-$12,000.
Just for a push bike. It doesn't say Harley Davidson on it or anything. It must be the Harley of push bikes.
It definitely is. It's gold plating and all.
And you look like a $12,000 push bike here, and obviously it's what gears is it, what gearing is this on this?
This one here is 20 gears, 20 speeds.
20 speeds. Now, when you're out there going around and you say you're like covering 40 kilometers an hour, yep. It's an endurance thing, obviously, and you're pushing. What's the time difference usually like between 1 and 2? Is it a matter of milliseconds, or is it seconds, or is it sometimes a big difference, or what?
Well, in the event that I'm Australian champion at the moment, it's actually worked on points. So you're again 5, 3, 2 and 1 per sprint every 2.5 kilometres, and the guy with the most points wins the race.
Okay. Now, you've just represented Australia, is that correct, over in where was it again?
In Cali, in Colombia.
In Colombia. Right.
Yeah, so nice coffee.
Yeah. And you got to be careful with the sugar you put in it.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Now, how'd you go over there?
It was not too bad. It was a learning experience. I ran 5th in the same race as I'm national champion in, so it's a good start. It's the first World Cup that I've ever done, and the Australian team walked away with the World Cup from that event, so it was a good team to be a part of. And
fantastic. Yeah. So we're very strong in the bicycle racing.
Australia is for sure. At the moment, they've never been stronger. Mainly on the road at the moment, they're very, very strong. But the track racing, we're really looking at a pretty good Olympics, I think.
Other countries, who looks like being our biggest competitor?
On the track front, the French are very, very strong. That's for sure. Yeah, and on the road, the Italians and the French are equally as strong in America as well.
What kind of things do you look at doing?
In my racing, you usually have to be pretty careful not to use all your energies in an early part of the race. I risked it and happened to use it very early, and it paid dividends as I made it to the finish. And so that's one way to go. Otherwise, you can sort of hope the other guys get tired and start racing towards the end and try and beat them when they get tired.
Okay, so where are you going to from here? What's the next big event for you?
My plans aren't so firm at the moment. I'm kind of looking for sponsors and that sort of stuff, so I can hopefully maybe make the World Championship team in Manchester, England in the end of October.
Now, what's the phone number here if someone wants to get in touch with you?
The phone number here is 089 370 2616.
Okay, so anyone out there wants to get behind these guys, and of course behind Scott here, and help him out. To see he needs another 12 grand. He wants to buy a second bike just to tow around with you. Give him a call. Thanks very much for that, and all the best in the future.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah, congratulations, Scott, and also your father, as we know, is a great West Australian cyclist. And don't forget the Speed Dome up in Midvale, I think it is, up in Midland Way on Morrison Road, is a fantastic facility there. Anyone involved or wants to get involved with learning about cycling, and they also have speed skaters there, all kinds of things happening. Get in touch with them up at the Speed Dome up in Morrison Road. Okay, everybody, well, we're going to be back right after this break with some more stories from the local West Australian sports and leisure people all over the place. See you soon. Hey everybody, welcome back to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show. Don't forget, if you have a sports or leisure activity, obviously we'd like to get out and tell others about it. We do try to get to everyone if we can. Something that's hard to believe that we do this on a donut budget, and we are seeking sponsors, like as you'll see now, thanks to WANet, our new internet provider, and the Hippie Club, a couple people who've come on board and going to be helping us out a little bit. So make sure that if you're going out night clubbing or something, go out and see them down at the Hippie Club, because they've come on board to help us, to allow us to keep telling your stories. Okay, recently Debbie went out and spoke to some people doing Aikido. Have a look at this.
Hi everyone, tonight I'm at the High Flyers Gymnastics Club and I'm speaking to instructor of Aikido, Ross Taylor. How you going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you for letting us come in and watch the class. Now can you let everybody know what is Aikido?
Aikido is it's martial arts developed in Japan around the middle part of the last century. Has its origins in Jiu-Jitsu, really is where it came from, an art called Aikido Jiu-Jitsu. And from there, developed by a man named Morihei Ueshiba. And he developed Aikido with a view towards not so much as a combination of a combat art, but also a way of self-development. So you're developing yourself to become, a better person, in effect, I suppose. And Aikido means the way of harmony, so to try and harmonise with the environment.
Okay, so way of harmony and sort of, what else do you get out of it apart from self-defence?
Well, I think you get a lot of self-confidence, okay, and obviously a high level of fitness. But your self-confidence leads on to other things, so you're developing yourself continually, really, and I think interacting with other people.
So basically anybody can do Aikido?
Anybody can do Aikido, yeah. I mean, I think the youngest I've got is 5, and the founder himself was still practicing Aikido until the day he died, 86. So, yeah, and there's still people throughout the world getting their black belts in their 70s.
Excellent. So it's male and female?
Male and female, boys and girls, yep, anybody.
Now can you tell us a little bit about the footwork that's going on here?
Okay, Aikido footwork. Aikido's footwork is designed to get the person that's attacking you off balance, so that it makes the technique a lot easier to throw them or restrain them in a hold. So the footwork is, some of it is linear, but a lot of it is very circular. Okay.
Now, everyone seems to be throwing themselves around here. So obviously you're teaching falling techniques.
Yes, we teach how to fall safely because, 50% of your class is spent being thrown and the other 50% throwing somebody else. So if you don't know how to fall safely, well then you're in big trouble. But we lead people into it very slowly, and kids pick it up obviously a lot easier than adults. Adults forget it as we get older, but most adults pick it up pretty quickly as well, with a bit of practice.
Excellent. Now, can you tell us when your classes are and for who? So you got kids and adults classes?
Yeah, I have a children's class on a Saturday afternoon at 3:30. It goes for an hour. And the adults classes are 3 days a week, Monday and Wednesday nights at 7:30 until 9, and a Saturday afternoon from 4:30 till 6. Okay. I also have beginner classes on occasions, yep, and I advertise those as they come up, yeah.
Okay, so there you go, absolutely anybody can do it. Now, so that's the High Flyers Gymnastics Club, and that's in Wangara. Now, do you have a phone number that people can contact you on?
Yep, you can contact me on 9309 1023.
Okay, and that's Ross Taylor. And thank you for speaking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm speaking to some of the class members now. I've got Charmaine and Clint with me. Now, Charmaine, how long have you been doing Aikido?
About a year now.
Right, and what first got you into it?
Well, we were actually looking to do something together, and I wanted to do some self-defence as well. And this just turned out perfect. We came along and we had a try, and you don't need to be big or anything, and you can still throw people around, and it's really good fun.
Okay, and Clint, how long have you been doing this? The same?
Yeah, we joined together.
Okay, and how did you first go the falling techniques? I was sort of feeling a bit sore myself just from watching it. How you go training with that?
Oh, it took a while to learn that because I'm not used to falling and rolling around. It was fine. Bit of a monkey. But yeah, I got used to it now, and it's heaps of fun. Yeah. That's the fun part, falling.
And why did you want to get into it, Clint? Was it for self-defence purposes?
Basically that, and I'd always wanted to sort of get into a martial art, and wasn't going to do anything a bit more commercial like karate and taekwondo or something like that, so we picked Aikido, and happy.
Excellent. Well, look like you're doing a fantastic job out there. And yeah, good on you. Keep going.
Thank you very much.
Speaking to Paul now. Now, Paul, how long have you been involved in this?
Over 4 years.
Right,
Yeah.
so you're quite a professional?
Oh, no, not at all, not at all. Takes a long time.
Right, can you tell us a little bit about that display you did before with Ross? What sort of goes into that?
Okay, well basically it's called randori, which means free sparring, and generally it means one person just continually attacks the other person, and the other person just defends.
Okay, and what was that you were holding that was sort of meant to be a knife?
It's called a tanto, and it's a wooden knife. It's meant to resemble a real knife, but obviously for safety reasons.
Yeah. And what have you sort of gotten out of doing this?
Well, it started mainly for self-defense, but it's also been very good for fitness, and it's a good way to relax after university or after coming straight from work or something. So.
Okay, so you're having lots of fun doing it?
Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. You're doing a great job out there. Thank you.
Cheers.
Oh, don't forget, that's also all over the city of Perth if you want to get involved. Hello to everybody down in Mandurah too. We've had quite a few letters from down there, and the viewers who watch us down in Collie, up in Port Hedland, and the guys over on the American base out in the middle of Alice Springs. They all pick us up by satellite dish, so big hi to everybody out there. We appreciate your emails as well. Now, recently we went over to the Rossmoyne Riverton Senior Citizens Club. I hope I got that right. A bunch of lovely people down there, and we hope to be doing some more stories with them. And we went down and filmed a bunch of young kids who dedicate their time going around doing different shows, doing a bit of boot scooting. And they're called the Bullcreek Broncos, and they're taught by some really nice people. Eric Dancer is his name, and have a look at this story.
Hello, I'm James from Bowls and all, and today's story is on the Bullcreek Broncos boot scooting. How are you going, Eric?
I'm well, thanks, James.
Yeah, and what's it all basically about today?
Group of students from Bullcreek Primary School coming to the Riverton Rossmoyne Pensioners Club to perform various dances in boot scooting.
Okay. And what is your role then?
I'm actually the dance instructor. I teach the kids all the routines that they're going to perform today. And we train Mondays and Fridays, early in the morning from 8 o'clock to 8:30. So it's prior to school time, so the kids commit to coming in before school to train.
And what is your role there, Rhonda?
I only help in a small way. I'm the driver when they need a driver, and I go to training on a Monday and a Friday when I can, just to help Natalie a little bit.
Okay, do you boot scoot yourself?
Natalie and I boot scoot with the Mustangs. Yeah, we go on a Thursday night and a couple of other times during the week.
Great. And how long has it been going?
The group started in 1997 and have been performing each year since.
And what are they available for?
They perform at other primary schools, senior citizen centres within the Fremantle district, education week at shopping centres, and also the possibility of road trips to another district.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you enjoy teaching the kids?
Love it. Absolutely love it. And when you come out to perform at senior citizen centres, that's when it makes all the difference. Because seeing the young kids interact with the seniors, it's really, really awesome to watch them perform. Most of the dances I teach are what I learned from the Mustangs. And actually the Mustangs have helped start us up and support us through it.
Yeah, I think that's great. Now, is there a phone number if anyone wants to, suppose, get the kids out to a certain venue? Is there a phone number they can call or something they can get in contact with?
Yes, they can ring Bullcreek Primary School on 9332 3244. Yeah. We try to organise 3 bookings a term, and if they would like us to come out maybe next term or even next year, we would love to come out and do so. So 9332 3244.
That's great, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, now I'm speaking with the Bullcreek Broncos. There's a lot of them, so we'll get all their names. So what's all your names?
Todd, Michelle, Cara, Natasha, Zara, Ray, James, Tanya, Brianna, Amy, Shana, Melissa, Daniel.
Yeah. And have you guys all been doing it together for the last 3 years, or?
Some of us started this year, and others have been doing it because he runs when he's 5 to 7. So some start this year, some been doing it for 2 years, and some's been doing it for 3 years.
How long have you been doing it?
I just started this year.
I started last year, and yeah.
And been doing it for 3 years because I auditioned at grade 5, and I've been doing it since.
And what do you like about it?
I like about that we get to show people the dances and they enjoy it.
And what do you enjoy about it?
The music that we don't know and just like different dances and stuff.
That's great. Thanks a lot, everyone. Anyway, have a good time. Now I'm speaking with Rita. How you going?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. And Dot?
Yes.
Yeah, how you going? And Jean, how you going?
I'm fine.
Okay, you're the president. What is today all about?
It's our fortnightly meeting with the Riverton Rossmoyne branch of the Pensioners League, and we have entertainment nearly every meeting, which, as you can see, brings the crowd. And they stay for lunch, and then they have their bingo this afternoon. But it's a good crowd.
What is your role here?
Well, I'm social secretary, and I try to organise some kind of entertainment for the type of people that we have here that we will enjoy. And we also have a trip that goes out once a month, the last week of the month, and we try to make that interesting. We go to some area in Perth, somewhere for lunch. We have morning tea before we get there. We have a trip around Perth, which gives us a pretty good idea of the whole area and the layout. And these people really do enjoy it because they socialise on the way. It's a lot of socialising going on, which is so good for people that are on their own too. Yeah.
Yeah, big thanks to everyone at the Senior Citizens Club there, and Eric and all the gang from the Bullcreek Broncos. A bunch of good kids dedicating their time. And something we always try to point out on this show is keep remembering, when you hear about all these the hoodlums and all the young kids that really cause trouble, that's only 4% of the population of youth. There's a lot of great youth out there. As you can see in the background, someone's taking advantage of the day. A little bit windy, but a father and his son and his daughter out here on the oval having a bit of fun, as you can see, which as I always say, we do live in the greatest city in the world. Alright, we're going to be taking a break. We'll be back with some more. All right, welcome back, everybody, to Balls and All, your sports and leisure show. Don't forget we say that for a reason, because that's what it is. Get your emails and your letters, or give us a call, whatever. Let us know about your sports and leisure so we can let others know. Now, recently, Justin went up to Lancelin, where the big sand dunes are. Every weekend, there's always a huge exodus of people from Perth on their motorbikes going up there, and quads and all kinds of fun dune riders, having a lot of fun. Now, don't forget, next week's show is the big 2-hour special on the Respect Yourself Supercross, and a little bit of what we have on next week you'll see right now when Justin went up and spoke to some of the local lads having fun on the sand.
Hi, it's Justin from Balls and All here today. Today we're up at Lancelin, about 100 k's north of Perth. Bit of a leisure story today really. We've just come up here for a bit of a ride around, look around and whatever. Just a couple of things. If you're planning on coming up to Lancelin, fantastic place, but you'll find that there are a lot of off-road vehicles up here. Once you get up here, sort of have a scout around, work out where the cliffs are or not, because you can be going flying over one hill straight onto a limestone slab, and it's not a pretty sight. But a couple other things. If you plan on taking your four-wheel drive up, make sure you got your tyres down to the right pressure. Probably I've got these running at about 15 psi. I think I might have to put it down a bit further later on in the day. If you got a bike, you can either go with the knobbly tyre or the paddle tyre. Paddle tyre is the one with it's like a slick tyre, big paddle sticking out of it. Preferably kicks ass on the sand, but chose not to use it today because I want to do a bit of trail riding as well. And of course, if you got a ute, you got to have the dog in the back. What do you have to say? Anyway, that's Tosh. Anyway, have a look around. We're going to have a look around, so have a look and see what we get up to. All right, with me now is a couple of blokes who are up here with their quads. Your name is?
Troy.
Troy. And
Mark Smith.
how you guys going, mate? You had a good day today?
Wonderful, mate. Wonderful.
Yeah, the weather's put a bit of a damper on it towards the end of the day, mate.
No, no big deal.
No, you're still staying here?
We're staying here till the end, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. How many of you up here today?
8.
8 of you. So whereabouts have you been? Just the back of the dunes or whereabouts?
Yeah, back at the dunes, the Spoonie, the...
Made it up to Wedge?
No, not far today.
Yeah. How often do you guys come up here?
Usually every couple of weekends. Most now on and off.
You normally get a big crew, a big turnout like this?
Yeah.
So you guys race as well?
Most of the boys do.
Yeah, so any big stacks today?
Oh yeah. On his back pad. Yeah, rolled it big time. You can rely on Pat to do a few majors.
Well, he's a big boy, so it would have been spectacular, no doubt.
Oh yeah, it was.
So you guys going back out now?
Yeah, we'll have a bit of a feed.
Not a bad spot, is it? Come up with it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Nice and close to 30 minutes.
Well, you mind if we guys come out with it? I might come around and
Sure, if you can keep up.
We'll try, mate. Well, I'll bring my trainer wheels.
You better.
Actually, I don't have trainer wheels. You guys got 4, I've only got 2, mate.
That's what I mean. So you can keep up.
Alright, mate. Cheers. We'll catch up with you soon.
No worries. Take it easy.
Hi everybody, and yeah, that was great. When Justin went up to Lancelin there, and it looks like they all had a good time. Thanks to all those people too. Sometimes we just walk up to you and say, hey, you want to be on TV? That's what our show's all about. It's your sports and leisure show. And as we always say, at the end of the show, as our credits, it gives you our email. That's really the best way to get in touch with us with your upcoming event. Try to give us a bit of notice so we can let others know ahead of time what's happening and make sure we book you in. And we come out and show your sports and your leisure. We notice a lot of you people doing leisure, you aren't getting in touch with us. Let us know so we can tell others about it. Now, also too, you notice I'm wearing my gridiron shirt, Perth Broncos. We're going to be starting training, so give us a call. All you guys who've been ringing in saying wouldn't mind having a go at it. It's a whole different sport to what a lot of you have been playing, and we're looking for players. Make sure you give us a call, 0412-6543-45, and we're going to be training real soon up at Ashfield. There are teams all over the place, right down to Bunbury, Rockingham, there's talk of a team trying to start up down in Mandurah, so all our Mandurah fans who say wouldn't mind having a go at it, give us a call. I'll put you in touch with the people down there. There's the Jets down in Claremont. There's the Giants over in Doubleview, the Steelers over in Mirrabooka. There's teams all over the place. The Saints down in Curtin. So give us a call if you want to play gridiron. All the teams are going to start training, and then at the end of the season there's a big national competition going to happen in Canberra. So a lot of fun, and if you want to get involved, so give us a call and I'll put you in touch with any of the teams. And if you want to join the Broncos, really happy to talk to you. Now, special thank you to all our sponsors who've come on board, and don't forget we are looking for sponsors to keep us going and to allow us to go out and see other sports and other leisure activities. And if you want to get involved, you like our show, you want to get involved, like what we're doing, get in touch with us direct on the line. The numbers you see here at Bulls and All. We're not Access 31. We do put our show on there, but we are at Bulls and All. So get in touch with us, and we'll be happy to have a chat with you. We can do commercials. We can do anything. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Next week, the big 2-hour spectacular of the Supercross, the motorbikes. It was a great night, and if you didn't get a chance to see it, watch next week. I think you'll enjoy what you see. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next week I'll have my other presenters, Debbie and Justin, James and Wayne. And also, too, we're going to be soon offering you the opportunity if you want to be a reporter for a week. Now, we're actually asking for females mainly because a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a very blokey show. So we want to kind of get away from that. So any of you girls out there say, hey, I can do this. If these idiots can do it, I can do it. Give us a call or email us, and we'll try to get you in to do a report for a week. So it's a lot of fun. You'll see we have a ball. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week. And the name of the show, every Monday night, gang, nobody's here, Balls and All. We'll see you next week.